What is going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 227 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Of course, my name is Blaze, and today I'm going to jump right into a couple of versus matches and try to squeeze in as many versus matches as I can. And also, I'll be opening up a pack of Guardians Rising. So stay tuned to the end of the episode for the reveal of the cards I get from the Guardians Rising booster pack. But let's go ahead and get right into the battles here. This whole month I'm playing a deck called Machampion. It's a variation of a deck I used to play around this time last year. The deck I used to play was called Fighting Fit, and it was very much based around the idea that I would lock my opponent out of being able to do anything because all they had in their deck was EX Pokemon, and I had Pokemon that could not be damaged by EX Pokemon. So that strategy is still alive and well, but it still also is very much reliant on getting energy out and attached as quickly as possible. But it's not always the most successful situation to be in. So we're going to try it again today, see how it goes, and hope for the best. As far as my opponent, on a quick note, if they are using a Darkrai, they're going to have a hard time because Darkrai is usually weak to fighting Pokemon. And that's all I have in this deck. Also, uh-oh, that doesn't seem good. What was I going to say? So this deck actually has a pretty, it's an alright win rating, so far. It's not great, but it's alright. Win rating so far, I have 38 wins this month, with 74 matches played. I think this is actually going to be a win. Oh, it's not. Wow, he got so lucky. So ridiculously lucky. In fact, goodness, I really feel like there's something I can do here, but there's not. I can't switch. I can't do anything. So, wow. I am going to go ahead and attack him for the 60 damage I'm about to do, which is wonderful. However, it's kind of unfortunate that I wasn't able to KO this Pokemon on the first turn. So I don't know if my opponent expected that or not, and that's why they put a Fighting Fury Belt on there. But I'm gonna pretend like they did not expect it. So we'll just move on from there. But it could have been a really epic win. I'll take the 60 damage. That's fine. But wow, that was really close. Maybe some other time that'll happen. Not guaranteed to ever happen again, but we'll see. We'll see. So another Knuckle Punch for 30 damage would KO that Zoroark, that evolved Zoroark. The ability... Oh, Enhanced Hammer. Okay. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch to this Pokemon with your active Pokemon. So, also evolved right up into Zoroark Break. 140 HP. Well, this Machop's probably going to be dead here. And that's kind of alright. I don't really mind. I need to get some more basic Pokemon, though, so that's going to have to happen on the next couple of turns. Let's see what we got here. I guess Versus Seeker. I really shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. We'll go ahead and do this. I'm going to save this. Try to get another benched Pokemon down. Let's go ahead and get Skyla back out here. Because she can grab... Ooh, she can get Carbink Breakout, which might be good for the team. What could I get out of Skyla here? Let's go ahead and, try to get Carbink Breakout, I suppose. May or may not be the best idea, but we're going to try it anyway. Nope. Okay. Cool. I did it. Carbink Break. And evolve. Alright, so my opponent needs some basic Pokemon, otherwise they're going to have a really hard time on the next turn. They're not doing it, so this is going to be a KO right here. This is it. This is it, folks. So long as I don't make a huge mistake, this is probably going to be it. We'll go right here. We'll grab a basic. I don't even know why I'm doing all this. I can just go ahead and KO right now. 20 extra damage. And there's a rage quit. So I will take a rage quit any day of the week over a quick match. My opponent didn't get the cards he needed, though. That was really strange for that type of a deck, that the cards my opponent needed or wanted just didn't come up. Or maybe he was just being very risky with not playing any basics on the bench. You gotta be really careful if you play that strategy, because you never know what could happen. That would have done 120 damage, by the way. So, totally worth it. I'm really glad I hung on to Giovanni. Totally worth it. Pullman, 89. This is a colorless deck? I didn't catch what that was. But hopefully it is colorless, because those are also weak to fighting. I will take that all day, every day. All day, every day. But right now, in an effort to get set up, we do have a Machop again, and I have a Stadium card to be able to get the Pokemon that I need. I also have 3 strong energies right here, so that's kind of cool. Spinda with 80 HP is not going to be KO'd by anything that Machop does on the first turn. Tauros GX out here is going to have a Zygarde or something along those lines on the bench. Getting powered up and ready to go. I don't really have anything else I want to put up there, so let's go ahead and do Zygarde. I'm going to do this. What's the damage on that? It's 30. I probably shouldn't do that, but it's fine. We'll do 60 damage. So the whole goal here is, and it's probably not going to work because my opponent is probably going to make me switch out for this Zygarde. Ooh, that's rough. That's not what I expected at all. But it's okay, because I know that there's at least one right there. So I could do 100 damage right now. That would be cool. Get him out there. I'm going to do that 100 damage real quick. Let's get some other Pokemon out on the bench here real quick, just to make sure that I can finish off this Tauros GX. I have a feeling my opponent's going to try to Lysander out this Zygarde, and that would be bad. But there's a couple of threats right now that he has to pay attention to. So, Little Machop did 100 damage, like killing it. All he has to do is 80 on the next turn. He can do 60. So if my opponent does decide to use a Lysander, as unfortunate as that would be, Rage is probably the best move. Zygarde's going to do 50, 100 damage. It should be enough for the KO on this Tauros GX. Oh gosh. And that's even worse. That's a really bad situation to be in. So we'll just use Rumble here. That's wow, 140 damage. Good sacrifice. That was a good sacrifice. I've come into bad sacrifices, and I think that if you've watched my videos enough, you've probably seen the bad sacrifices, but that was a good sacrifice. So no worries there. So Dragonite's ability allowed him to get Tauros GX right back, which is kind of scary, but not unheard of. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get Carbink powered up. Is that likely to happen? Maybe. Let's go ahead and get some more Pokemon out, though. This is really just, there's a couple of reasons I'm doing this. I don't normally want to have all these Pokemon on the bench, but if my opponent does want to use a Lysander, he's only going to get one prize card off of anything I put on my bench, and that's kind of the point right now. So I'm not too concerned with that. Let's go ahead and make this switch happen here so I can not worry about that confusion and try to get back to a point where I'm relevant again. I need Carbink Break to come out. That would be perfect. That would be the perfect end to all of this. That's not good. So I'm going to have to deal with this situation sooner or later. I don't want to. Let's make this Dragonite come out. Let's make him work for it. I can't really retreat just yet. I don't want to. So my opponent can't really either, though. Three retreat costs is a lot. If he wants to do anything, he'll have to use an escape rope or a switch or something. But now I'm starting to see he doesn't really have anything going on. So let's also make it so he can't retreat, if possible, here. Not so sure how that's going to work out, but if my opponent can't attack me... Whew! That was tough. That was scary is what that was. Max Elixir. Energy card. Alright. Getting some special energies from the discard pile back into the deck. Lovely strategy there. Still can't retreat just yet. I really don't want to use in because my opponent has no cards. This is the best move for me right now. Ooh. Ooh, perfect. Perfectly executed. Could not have asked for a better situation to be in right there. We'll do that and we'll attach it right here. Hoping for a rare candy would be nice. Not quite, but I can at least get a fully powered up Machamp. That'd be good. Although I probably should just discard my cards. That would be fine too. But here we go. Maybe I couldn't do it this turn anyway, so it's totally cool. Let me retreat for this Carbink, and all should be good in the neighborhood. Now you gotta deal with this Carbink, which is not very easy to deal with, especially if I'm able to do this. It's nuts. I love Carbink Break. He's such a cool card. I wish I had another one. I only have one Carbink Break. I haven't looked for anything to help with the Carbink Break, but it's simply a matter of me just not looking. I know there's more out there. I haven't bothered looking. We'll do Diamond Gift again and get 2 more energy cards attached to this other Zygarde. Why not, right? I don't have any more energy cards in the discard pile, so no reason to continue to search. I'm going to go ahead and attach energy here and deal the 40 damage. Wow. I don't want to use in because my opponent doesn't really have anything going on, and I'm already fully powered up, so I don't know why I did that. Is there a resistance? No? Yeah, there is actually. guess we'll get this one powered up. Even though it's not really necessary. That one might be better. Can I get... Well, never mind. I was going to try to use that nest ball. Or the timer ball, but the timer ball won't... It'll only really get me another Machamp, which is fine, but I need to have a... I need to have a rare candy. So... Or... What else would be good? Oh, it'd be so good. 120 times 2 is 240, plus all that extra energy. Let's just make it hot right now. There's really no reason to draw this out. We'll do that. We're going to retreat for this Zygarde. We're going to pull out this Tauros because 180 plus 40 is only 220. So 240, even the base damage would still KO it. And... not to mention... Oh, and I got another Lysander. That is so terrible. So my opponent can do 60 damage, but it's not going to be enough. It's probably better off using this Confusion attack, but I'm just going to retreat and do this. So I don't think he realized what's about to happen. Maybe he does. Maybe he knows it's kind of a losing battle. This Carbink Break single-handedly won the game for me, by the way. So another 240 damage. I'm not even going to waste any time. Geostrike. Just get it over with, right? I got places to be. You got places to be. I'm not going to waste your time. Let's move on. Another victory. 2 in a row today. I think yesterday I went 1-3, which is not my best result. But today, so far, it's 2-2. So... we'll keep on moving up the chain, up the ladder. Nowhere to go but up from here. I guess I could still go like down, but I don't want to do that. It's all good. It's all good. Felifam is the name of the opponent. We are doing a coin flip. I do not want to go first. No. I don't know why I thought about it for so long. I know I don't want to go first. So, Talonflame, that's actually kind of perfect. Although last game, I didn't even need it. So I really do think that Talonflame has kind of worn out his welcome, especially since my opponent is going to use in every single turn after I use Talonflame. So... a little nervous here with this this Tauros GX. I know that it's probably not going to get a quick KO or anything, but it's a little nervous. I kind of want that Rescue Stretcher. I think that'd be good for this deck when Pokemon get into the discard pile. I don't need it necessarily, but I think it might come in handy. Another Ultra Ball for another Pokemon to put on the bench. Makes sense. Oranguru. Alright, let's just go ahead and attach energy here. Go ahead and use this to get... Let's get this. Next turn, I'm going to get him a Machamp and a Strong Energy into the hand. Ah, it didn't work. Okay. I still have a Versus Seeker. I can use it again if I need to, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. My opponent will likely use in this turn. It's totally fine. I don't have any more. Wow. Let's get that Stadium card out. Retreat cost is reduced if you have any Psychic or Dark Energy attached. It's not bad. I think that most darkness and some psychic type energy Pokemon only have two energies anyway, so, or two retreat costs anyway, so that's not bad. Not a bad idea. That Machamp is so dead. So dead. Oh. Not quite. Let's go ahead and use... Let's get this out there. I'm going to go ahead and get a switch on this so I can get Talonflame back out there. Make sure he knows he wasted that Lysander. Get it rare candied and ready to go. Start getting some energy out there. I need to get this Skyla back. I can't do anything with it yet. Next turn, I'm going to try to grab a Professor Sycamore. Maybe get that going. Maybe get this Pokemon Zygarde going. You know, why don't I just grab Sycamore now? That's probably a better idea. Sycamore and Machamp Break. If my opponent's not going to use in, I may as well take advantage of that. So, I think we're good there. Professor Sycamore. $60 damage. Actually, probably more like 90 damage. Which is fine. I'm not too worried about that. GX would probably kill it, though. He doesn't need to use the GX attack right now. Though, if I'm able to get any cards that I want, you know, for 3 turns in a row, it's going to make it very difficult for him to do anything. So, I would be considering the GX attack, which is probably... That was probably a good move. We're going to go here and expect that that's going to get KO'd. Let's go ahead and just discard and draw 7. Probably should go for a disrupt there. But I kind of feel like... Oh, this is actually not bad. Oh. Carbink Break is in the prize cards. That's unfortunate. Let's do that. I guess I'll get rid of this Nest Ball. Again, this is probably not the best strategy. It worked last time, so I'm doing it again. I'm just stacking my bench so my opponent has no idea what I'm doing. Clearly, though, I'm going to go ahead and power up Machamp over here. And I'm probably going to go ahead and get Sycamore back out, but not this turn. I'll wait for next turn so I can kind of keep my opponent guessing. This is a KO from this Tauros GX. What is the attack here? Oh gosh, that's bad. I can't let that happen. Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna make you do Machamp, or Machop. Why would I do anything else? This is gonna be a KO and a hard KO to take, by the way. In is probably good for me. I need that right about now. My opponent probably does too, though, so that's cool. Although I can KO this Pokemon this turn. He's got another one. It's a little concerning. How much damage is that? 240. Wow. It's probably a bad idea, but I need to have something going. And... Lysander's probably more useful, though I'm probably just going to go ahead and use Versus Seeker here. For an in. Grab 6 new cards. $80, $90, $100, $120. That's enough for the KO, and I won't have to worry about this one coming up and taking care of business. So, ooh. Although it still will. 240 minus 40 is not. It's still 200, which is enough for the KO. But let's just go ahead and do this, I guess. Switch. I really wanted the Carbink GX to come out, or Carbink Break. That's okay, though. Energy card here is going to KO this Machamp. Very unfortunate. And then these two are going to drop pretty quickly. If I can get that that Tauros GX out and get it KO'd, which I can. I have the cards in my hand to do that, to make that happen. I can get 2 prize cards, which would help me get Carbink Breakout, which would also help me... Let's see, that's going to be 180 damage. I need to do 100 damage. I can do nothing right now. Can I knew I wouldn't be able to get I knew I wouldn't be able to get an elixir because those are in the discard pile, but maybe I can use... I'll just get in and make him think I'm doing one thing and then do another one. Okay. New plan. New plan. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get 50 damage right now on Zygarde. It can be 70 damage on the next turn. Go for the KO on Tauros GX. Grab 2 prize cards. Hope that one of them is Carbink Break. The next turn would be my opponent using this attack to kill Zygarde, but Carbink Break can power up this other Zygarde quickly. So it's very risky, but it could work. I don't think my opponent knows what's going on my side. And I'm okay with that. That was expected. As long as you didn't try to KO this Zygarde, I was still in good shape. So let's come up here. This will be 70 damage. If I can get a Lysander here. Yes. That's doubled to 140 with the weakness. Two prize cards. I really don't think it's going to be Carbink Break, but yes, it is. We're in good shape now. Whew. Although, it's not going to matter because it's going to be game over at that point. So, I've lost too many prize cards. It's going to be the end of the game. So, it is what it is, but it was fun while it lasted. 180. I have too many item cards in my discard pile, so there's that. It would have been fun to pull that off, but it's not going to happen. We'll do Diamond Gift just for the fun of it. Let him get the KO. I came up with that strategy a little bit too late in the game. I think if I'd used it earlier on, I would have had a better chance. I still only need 3 KOs, and my opponent is still powered up with 2 more of these Garbodors. And this is a good deck. This is a really good deck because a lot of players, I mean, almost every player uses a ton of item cards. So not bad, not bad. 2 out of 3 is good. We'll do one more here real quick, and then hope that A, it's a victory, and B, it's not too short. Timing is everything. We're getting close to the end of the episode. This will probably be the last match. Then I'll open up those packs, that pack of Guardians Rising, and get everything together. I've yet to open really anything super good in Guardians Rising, and I have a theory on that, which I won't go into detail today. We'll see how it comes, how it goes, but I have a kind of a theory on why I'm not getting anything good. But it's all good. I don't mind so much. We'll keep plugging away, getting new cards, and gosh, 2 in a row without anything. Okay, we got the good old Carbink down here. And what's my opponent going to use? Is this... I didn't see what type this is. Ooh. I don't like that. This looks like an Eruption deck, which I don't like Eruption decks. If you watched my video a couple days ago, you'll know that I hate Eruption decks. And that was actually a good play to get all of those basic Pokemon onto the bench. Go ahead and get Machop out here. So next turn it'll be able to do 20 extra, possibly KOing this Tauros. That would be great. Let's do this. $60 damage would be totally fine. I can take 60 damage. All while my opponent builds up this this Tauros GX deck. Or Tauros, not Tauros, what am I talking about? Typhlosion Eruption. Typhlosion also has like some like weird odd number of HP, so it's really hard to kill on one hit. But all it takes is 1 energy card to power it up. Oh no! So that's 80 damage I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to draw some new cards too. 80 is not even enough. It's not even enough. Let's see. That's probably good. Maybe get Zygarde partially powered up here, or possibly even... Let's get some bait out here. I definitely need some bait on the bench. I'm going to go for Machamp. Machamp's not basic, so I can't do it. Just get all these out there. I mean, he's dead, so I don't really have... 160. He'd be a darn fool to use his GX attack right now. A darn fool. I've seen weirder things happen, though. $180. Ouch. Ouch. Gonna go here. 20 damage would double to 40, which would be the KO. I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, nothing there. I thought both Carbinks are in this discard pile, by the way. So that's unfortunate. Since, well, I can do it next turn. This is going to be enough for the KO. May as well get it now while I'm ahead. While this baby Pokemon is up there tearing up the streets. There's your Carbink, which will be good for the not the next turn, but the turn after. To get some of those energy cards back into the hand. Or back onto this Pokemon, rather. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's 150. Okay, I don't have any more. Not yet. Not yet. Another KO from this Machop, or from this Pokemon here, but I should be able to at least KO this one. And as long as my opponent is drawing cards from the deck to do the attack, it can't last forever. I mean, he only needs to use it 4 more times, but still. Still. Perfect. We'll go... I don't want to do that, actually. Let's go here. I wouldn't say I'm guaranteed to get another energy card, so I'm going to do that. Use this Lysander. Let's do the attack, Diamond Gift, and grab those energy cards. Right there. He's dead, though, by the way. Like, so dead. Super dead. Another Typhlosion on the bench is going to be very hard to deal with. Ooh, that was super lucky, by the way. Like, super lucky. Probably need some more options. Let's go ahead and do this. One card in my opponent's hand might be good for me. I don't know. Let's see what else we get here. That might be good. I like that. Nope, of course not. And what's in the discard pile as far as energy is just the one right there, which would be good, perfect right there. Although, I feel like I should probably not put it there, at least not right away. 20 damage increases to 60 damage. I have a plan. I have a plan for that. I'm going to make him do Rumble for 30 to KO this Pokemon. And then... when this one comes out to KO this one comes out with an extra 20 damage to KO that one. And then Machamp can take out this one. So I think I may have won this one. I think. I don't know. That's 50 damage. So there's a KO. We'll take it. Always take KOs. Love them. Next up is... Ooh, okay. Not the choice I would have made on that. But... oh, no weakness. No weakness. That sucks. 30 and the inability to retreat. It's actually 50 and the inability to retreat. He still has his GX attack, so he can still take this out if he wants to. And that's cool. Let's get something else out of the deck here. Not Evo Soda. Maybe one of these. Or a switch. Not that I need a switch, but that's probably going to be the most useful item. So 50 damage and no retreating means on the next turn 140, actually 180 damage. I'm sorry, not 80. 160 damage will KO this one. Oh, that's gonna be the game. That sucks. I probably should switch out for this. That's 140 plus 50. That should be enough. I'm banking on the extra HP being a factor as far as my opponent not being able to KO me. 13 cards left in the deck. There's a pretty good chance that that's true. So let's see how this goes. This is very, very scary, by the way. My hands are actually sweating right now because I'm very much banking on my opponent not having any energy cards in the next 5 cards and not being able to do enough damage to Machamp break. I'm so scared right now. The other attack won't really help. Game over. It was a good bet. It was a good bet, but I ended the day today with a 50% win rating, by the way, which is what I always get in every single game I ever play. And I know that I'm not designing decks with 100% like, you know, 100% efficiency or effectiveness, but I am trying, and that's all that matters. I'm actually only using cards that I've collected in this game, so I'm a little bit limited in the cards that I could use, and you can call that an excuse if you want to. I call it creativity. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and open up this pack of, I don't have one yet. Let's go buy a pack of Guardians Rising cards, and then we'll get those opened up. Booster packs. Guardians Rising, redeem, confirm, collection. We'll get them opened up. We'll see what's inside. Thanks so much for tuning in today, folks. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I do videos every Monday through Friday on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. And I'm actually approaching the 1-year anniversary of my channel doing these videos. So hit like and subscribe, and let's check out what we got. Ooh, okay. I like this. So Ninetales GX, 210 HP. Ice Blade does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Blizzard Edge for 160, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Ice Path GX, move all damage counters from this Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. I want to use this card, but I don't have enough, so I can't use it just yet. Although I really do want to use Ninetales GX. It's 160 damage is really good, and you can kind of get energy back from using Aqua Patch, but you can only put them onto the bench, so you have to be really skilled with switches and float stones and things like that. It only has a 1 retreat cost though, so you do have some options there. Any way that you can accelerate energy onto this Pokemon would be super ideal. But I do like this card. I do like it a lot, and it's my first. I guess not my first, but I mean, maybe my second GX. I can't remember what the other one was. Alolan Graveler with 110 HP, Thunder Punch for 50 damage, plus 20 more damage if heads, but you do 20 damage to yourself if tails. Electro Bullet for 80 damage does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Hefty retreat cost too, by the way. Sliggoo is 70 damage, or 70 HP. Division, search your deck for up to 3 Sliggoo and put them into your bench, then shuffle your deck. We've also got Tackle for 20 damage. Next up is, Energy Lotto. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an energy card you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Sableye with 60 HP. Limitation. Your opponent can't play any supporter cards from their hand during their next turn. And scratch for 20 damage. Litwick for 50 HP. Flickering Flames does 10 damage and your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. We've got Cast Form with 70 HP. Weather Teller. Search your deck for up to 2 stadium cards, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. And Water Pulse for 30 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. I don't know what situation you would need to have 2 stadium cards in your hand for, but if you can think of one, put it in the comments. The only one that comes to mind is to be able to play a stadium card and then play the delinquent supporter card to make your opponent discard 3 cards and then play that stadium card again. But if you can think of another reason to have 2 stadium cards in your hand, put it in the comments and we'll discuss it. Gothita is 60 HP. Blown Kiss, put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Clefairy with 60 HP. Slap for 10 damage and Follow Me, switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with their active Pokemon. Tentacool with 60 HP. Sludge Shock does 10 damage and defending Pokemon cannot be healed during your opponent's next turn. And finally, an Electric Energy for my Electric Energy needs. So, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in and sticking with me for the whole video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you tomorrow for another exciting episode of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, and also this weekend for other exciting Twitch streams as well. But if I don't see you there, I'll catch you on the flippity flip.